Guess we'll see. According to what I have, no notifications went out. It wouldn't surprise me to know that I'm already shadow banned from YouTube. That's what happened to my last channel. And I've already said some naughty words. Yeah, fire. Well, at least one's here, but my thing still says 0. What's going on, the Grand Twomper? What is up, White Claw? You get a notification? Awesome. That's it. With the last channel, it's like only about a third of the people that wanted notifications got them. But it would show my channel to people who had never heard of it. But it's weird. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I actually made this candle. Make a lot of candles. I used actually used a McDonald's coffee cup for a mold. Now these McDonald's coffee cups. They're extremely flammable. They make it good if you want to start a campfire or light up your 007. Damn it! Somebody screenshot that for me. I can use that for something later. But anyway, if you want to start a campfire or a fireplace, I gotta be real careful here because these things they go up pretty quick, all on their own. But anyway, I was making a project, and you can see I know you guys are bored as shit about this. This isn't really why I went live, but I just decided to use it as something to let you look at it. And everybody likes fire. But the bottom part's a different color. Because I was doing a project for somebody, and I had just a little bit left over. So I poured it into the empty cup, and then decided later just to put a hole in it. Run a wick up through it. Like, I didn't try to make it pretty or anything. Anyway, now it's a candle, and it works. If you put coffee grounds, mix it with the wax, it smells good and it wards off mosquitoes and other bugs. What's going on, Robbie? What's up, General? Bad guy. At least he reminded us that we're losers. I mean, sometimes we forget what losers we are, and we need a reminder. Thank you, bad guy. You are performing a valuable service. Yeah, I'm doing all right. That's a fucking lie, but I don't want to get into it. Is anybody else going live this evening? Because I'm going to end up staying here tonight. I'll be able to go live. I'll have a panel if anybody actually wants to come up, but I don't feel like sitting here blabbing by myself all fucking night. So if nobody else has one planned, and if you need one, god damn it, I'll make that sacrifice for you. I'll go live back through StreamYard. Or if somebody's live or going to be live that I don't give a shit about, I'll still do it. It depends on who it is. What's up, NTF? I'm not subscribed to a lot of the people I was before, so I don't even know. There's just a lot of people I'm just not going to subscribe to because I don't know. Sometimes it's just hard to find their, not hard to find, but like I just forget and then whatever. Hey, what's up, Jordan? Now, if you had a channel, I would certainly subscribe to you. Same with you, Tanya D. Have you noticed how many ladies in this community have just D as their last name? Tanya D, Andrea D. I know there's a couple of more. Like, I'm hoping that they all mean D cup, but I don't know. I still need it. Can somebody send me Bad Guy's link? Because I don't think I'm resubbed to him. I don't think I've run across his link. If somebody don't mind sending that to me. Yeah, there's a lot of ladies that claim to be triple and double and triple D's around here, but and I've seen the proof of some of it. Um, I think some of them might be stretching the truth a little bit, saying that they're double or triple D. Um, but there's a couple of them I can verify. Yeah, right. Thank you, bad guy. Um, yeah, I don't want to get into it right now, but it's not been good. It's not been good at all. I'm gonna be an orphan pretty soon. I like that. That much is clear. There ain't no running from it. You know how it is when they're married over 50 years. Once one goes, the other one goes. And stop digging through my underwear drawer, bad guy. I know that's what you meant by seeing my shorts. You can't click. Yeah, this chat format kind of sucks. I didn't want to, like, I wasn't planning on doing, I was just testing something, so I didn't need StreamYard, and it looks like it works. I can't click streams while I can't click it while I'm live anyway. Tanya, do you mind sending that, like DMing it to me, please? All right, later, bad guy. I can't click on, if I try to click on anything while I'm live, I'll get bounced, I think. I don't know, I'll try it. If I get bounced, I just won't come back, at least not anytime soon. I'll try it real quick. Are we back? Yeah, I got bounced, but it let me reconnect. All right. All right, thank you, Tanya. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this format either. I'll come back live on the other format if somebody wants to come up here, but I don't feel like talking to myself. Well, generally, I ain't very smart. At least when you go live this way, you can shut off that stupid thing at the bottom that covers the lower comment. Uh, if you go live this way, you can at least turn that off, so it's a little bit less annoying. But what's going on, Jeff? Well, fuck YouTube, man. Get up and enjoy those cars. Take some video for us. Or, well, if you downloaded, um, it's too much to try to explain here, but you can start uploading those car show videos just like you do on your Instagram. It's pretty easy through YouTube too. All right, my arm's getting tired. All right, man. Take it easy. I want to come up with a new catchphrase. I don't want to say "stay naked" at the end of every stream anymore. I want to say something else. We'll have to think about it. Stay pressed. Yeah, that's a good one, but everybody's using it. It's all the rage in London. Not a weirdo. That's a good one. Yeah, that's we can think about that one. What's up, visibility? Diversify your portfolio. That's a good one too. It's what kills me when, these young fuckers put all their money into crypto. It's like, idiot. You don't put all of your money into anything. I don't care how much you like it or how good it's doing right now. Got to keep that equity diversified. Well, diversifying. Well, at least splitting your bunghole is important too. You don't want to keep both sides of that slapped together all the time. That ain't good for you. So I have an idea. I'm thinking about it. I have not like it was pretty obvious I didn't give a shit if my channel got shut down because shooting guns live is a huge no-no. There's been a bunch of channels shut down because of that, and I knew it. But I shot guns live a lot, and somehow always managed to get away with it. So it's pretty obvious I didn't really care about it, and I still don't. But now that I have screenshots and other things of several people claiming responsibility for it, which means that they're admitting to forcing violent pornography onto people without their consent. I think that would be a pretty good case to submit to YouTube. Not to try to get my channel back, but to try to get theirs taken down. I'm thinking about it. I don't really see a reason why I shouldn't, other than laziness. Hey, what's up, Dominique? But see, I think it'll be more fun to be able to pull their strings starting from zero. I mean, I don't really even need a channel to do that. Does anybody know if, like, is Nanya out yet, or is she gonna make them arrest her? Because that's the only way. I mean, she said that she was gonna get arrested over being evicted, and that's total bullshit. Unless she plans on squatting and they have to arrest her to get her out. What's going on, Christy? Well, Robbie, she lets me get away with flirting with the other girls, so I can't really be mad. Oh, Alex, man, I did resubscribe to Alex. What's going on, Dusty? Little fucker is the man. I mean, he's really a cat, but he's the man. I I've got so much, man. I just don't want to be a fucking cat channel again, but people like it. I've got shit. What I'm thinking about doing is like some things I made straight through YouTube, so I don't have them anymore. But I've got so many fucking old videos on old phones that I uploaded before. Some of them I know did really well. I'm thinking about just like taking 2 days and just slam firing a bunch of old videos up. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. I mean, they bring views, and I personally don't care, but it seems to piss off certain other people. So I might do it just for that. Let me try something here. All right, Christy, you ought to have your wrench back. For some reason, it's not letting me do it from the comments. I was trying it that way. Oh, hell yes, Melinda. I absolutely missed you. There we go. You gotta have your wrench back now, too. Oh, shit, what'd I just do? There you go. I'm trying to remember. I gave engagement wrenches to like 4 different girls, and I can't remember which ones they all were. Oh well. I'm sure they'll let me know if I fucked it up. I'm kind of hoping somebody hit me up today. They left a comment, and she was part of the community. Like I don't know, she left like between 2 and 3 years ago, and we kind of lost touch. And she left a comment, and she's like, "Hey, do you remember me?" And I'm like, yeah. So I pretended like I knew who it was, except I was hoping she'd say something else and I'd be able to figure it out and not feel like an asshole. But uh, I guessed wrong. But all she had to do was say Chex Mix, and I knew who it was then. I do that in real life too, like be in Walmart or some shit. Somebody like, "Hey man, hey, how's it? Hey, how's it going, dude?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Hey man, how's it going with that thing?" I got no clue who they are. And then they're like, "It's me, your son." Oh, okay. Hell yeah, we got monkey wrenches here. I mean, it's worse when it's a female because it's like, man, I hope I didn't fuck this chick because I don't remember her at all. And then sometimes, if they've mistaken me for somebody else, I'll just keep pretending like I'm that person, and then say a bunch of fucked up stuff. That way, later on, when they run into somebody else that knows them both, they're like, "Man, you wouldn't believe the fucked up things Bob said to me today. Oh my god." Or sometimes I'll just act retarded and they get all embarrassed. Yeah, it does suck. And I've had so many head injuries, my memory, like my memory is legit messed up. Nate, I used to be if you told me a phone number, you'd only have to tell me one time and I wouldn't forget it. I mean, that was when you actually had to dial numbers. Now, like the only phone number I have memorized now is my mom and dad's landline. If anything ever happens to that, I'm fucked. That's legit the only number I have memorized still, but I've had it since I was 5. Silence. I know. Somebody's gonna say, "Come on, NTF, get it." I've just run out of shit to say. We can stare at the flame like we can just fly into the flame like moths. Still never did. Somebody gave me the idea last summer about doing a live chicken cam. I might do that one of these days just to rack up hours. I don't really need them because I'm not going to monetize anyway, but it'd be an easy way because I can set up my other phone and just plug it into a battery pack and just let it run all freaking day or until the battery dies. And check in on the chat once in a while. Or maybe I'll do a 24-hour candle burning. Just show a candle burn all fucking day. That might work. I don't know. I'll do something. I've been surprised because I haven't really put up a whole lot, and I have only been live for maybe a couple of hours. Besides this, and I've already got a strange amount of hours. I don't know how that happens, but it does. And my screen's frozen. I don't know. You go to the hospital Monday. No idea what kind of experiment they're gonna. Oh shit. Well, I hope the whatever they're doing at the hospital. I'm sure I can do it cheaper. I mean, I can switch cats' heads and tails around, so it can't be that much harder on a human. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. You want a kitty litter? Well, I've got some spare parts kitties laying around. We can arrange that. I saw part of FCC's last night. See, I always miss the good shit when I'm watching it. Not that much is going on, but and I'm a couple hours, well, 3 or 4 hours ahead of him, and I try to. I've been pretty good the last year or so about being off of the internet, or at least off of YouTube by 3 a.m. my time, and then I don't turn my phone back on until about noon. Which here lately, um, with what's been going on with my parents, I have to keep my phone on all the time, but I don't turn the internet back on. I don't look at my messages except for texts until about noon. Like I don't look at YouTube, I don't look at Instagram till about noon or so. Um, where the fuck was I going with this? Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, but anyway, then I end up seeing on a different channel like the the funny shit. Like last night, LB was ripping um, Telly a new one, and I missed it live. I don't know if Telly is just like that self unaware, or he just wants any kind of attention he can get. We actually have a drinking game, and I don't know if he did it last night or not, but um, take a drink every time Telly says "Bill Powell." Take you will be fucked up in about 4 minutes. Um, they've counted before, and I'm thinking they said 54, but they know that it was more than that. But they either got started late or had to leave early. But yeah, that's a little creepy. Yeah, that's right. The liver is the only organ that can fully repair itself, as long as it isn't too far gone. Like, are you legit? I mean, if I don't want you to say anything you're not comfortable saying here, but uh, are you legit having liver problems? Well, it's probably because he's already unable to make friends in two different countries. So he's looking for other countries that will accept him because he's already pissed everybody off in the other ones. Not critically. All right, that's cool. Like I've got uh I know I've talked about it before, but um I have liver problems also, but it's not from drinking or drugs or anything. It's just my I forget. It's got a long fucking technical name that I never even tried to memorize, but my liver is bigger than it should be. that was another thing. They said, if you don't do this and this, then, you're gonna, this and this is gonna happen. Well, I never did any of it. I didn't go to their fucking treatment. I didn't take their fucking pills. And that's been, oh gosh, like 6 or 7 years. I mean, and I'm still here. I'm not comfortable, but I'm still kicking. What's going on, Jenny T? What's up? God damn it. I swear to God, can somebody make sure that that's the real Warbot? Because I could swear I've given him a wrench like 5 times. Fatty, yeah, Fatty. That's what they thought it was at first. That's what they thought it was at first, and they're like, yeah, that's no big deal. So they sent me off for tests. That's how they found out when they did an ultrasound on the liver, and through that ultrasound they found a different thing that was wrong, which they had to take care of that right away. So that's done, but yeah, it is Warbot. All right, I'm gonna try to give him a wrench again. I don't know why it's doing that. It's yeah, fucking. I listened to I listened to Warbot. You need to make a whole fucking album, man. Did uh did Mitch ever catch up to you? The last time he came up on my panel, he rage quit twice. So if he's just gonna rage quit, I don't know why he bothers. And I'm not subbed to his channel. People have sent me links and stuff when he's bitching about me, but I don't click on them. The only time I've ever been on his channel was when he was reading off Ed's paperwork, and I had something going on at the time, so I only got to listen to like 5 minutes of it. But that's legit the only time I've ever been on his channel. What's going on, Marshallist? I'm kind of pissed off at Super Steels now that you reminded me. They've got people brainwashed that they need a Super Steel to survive in the outdoors or to be cool or whatever. And most people just let shit right in their pockets anyway and don't use them for anything but packages. But all you really need is some properly heat treated 1095 and you're good. Yep, it's definitely a smoke break. I still don't understand. We got rid of our chomos. like the second it was confirmed, but they still have theirs hanging around. And I know, well, maybe I missed it. Maybe you did it already, but FCC either is or has posted some videos regarding Mitch, and I'm not sure which ones he's posting. If he doesn't post all of them, I'll have to try to find. Because everybody thinks they've seen the Mitch stuff, but they've only seen the one thing from Sewer Town. There's other stuff out there that's worse, and it's not just people saying this happened, that happened. Like there's actual proof of stuff that I've been saying. What's going on, section? Nanya's moving her trailer into my cornfield. Oh no. She don't own that trailer anyway, I don't think. Yeah, that's a hard no. What's going on, Dr. Mortician? How's things going tonight? I just kind of um it's not good. It's not good. I'll put it that way. And that whole thing, like everything she says is a fucking lie for the most part. Like saying that she had to pay the property tax. Like no landowner, no landlord is going to trust you to pay their property taxes. Because if you don't pay it, they lose their shit to the IRS. So that's total bullshit. They're not going to rely on you to make their property taxes. They're going to make sure that shit is handled themselves. I mean, they are paying their property taxes out of what you give them for rent, but they're not going to just rely on you to make their tax payment. There's just no fucking way. Nobody is that trusting or that stupid. He was referring to car tags. What? I don't get that. That don't make any sense either. I mean, yeah, you got to pay excise tax, and well, I don't know how Arkansas does it, but it's probably pretty close to how Indiana does it. Yeah, but they're not going to trust her to. That don't make any sense either. Like if it's not moving, either way, they're not going to trust somebody else to take care of something that trivial if it's not their responsibility. Yeah, I've paid for tags on boats too. They have to pay property taxes if they don't own the land. Yeah, that's that's bullshit. That makes no sense. She must just be so used to having her echo chamber around her that he either pretends to believe everything she says because they don't want to face the consequences, or they're just that fucking stupid. But the rest of us aren't. Yeah, nobody's gonna trust. I mean, like when you buy your house, you can either take care of the property taxes separately on your own, or you can uh, have it done through an escrow account through your bank, your mortgage lender. I mean, you are paying it either way. I always some banks make you do it through escrow, but uh, I always paid mine separately. That way, I know it's getting done, and you don't have they also charge you extra to take care of it for you. There's no point in paying that if you don't have to. Here's something else I learned when I was a PFA is private mortgage insurance, or they call it PMI. Um, Most people think that if you die because you have this private mortgage insurance, that means your house is paid off. But that's not the case most of the time. With the private mortgage insurance that they make you take out through the lender, the bank gets paid, but you still owe the same amount, or whoever is left, they still have to pay the same amount for the house. So you got to read the fine print. With a parking ticket, well, I mean, it's possible. Personal and property taxes are too. Yeah, yeah, they are. She thinks if she talks fast and uses ghetto words, someone will believe her. We ain't that. Yeah, yeah, all that ghetto shit. She lives in a fucking trailer out in the sticks. Afternoon. Good evening, Nays Mimi. It's personal tax is what she's talking about. You used to live there. You paid personal tax on your vehicles, boats, etc. If it's just a normal part of living, then what? I mean, why even bring it up? All the huffing and puffing was coming from a tin can. Yeah. School tax is gay. Yeah, you have to pay school. In some places, you have to. See, that's the thing, is like every state's different, so it's hard to really know. But yeah, in some places, you have to pay school tax whether you've got kids in school or not. Same thing with like the library tax. You got to pay library, and I have it for a long time. But uh, when my kids were younger, we used the library all the time. Like we were in there 2 or 3 times a week. I like the library. I bet she don't tip. I bet she's a shit tipper. I posted on my community page. I posted somebody's taken up a donation because their neighbor's barn got destroyed in a snowstorm. Now they're looking for 120 grand, and they've already got. I don't know what they have now, but when I took the screenshot, they had over 9 grand. And I think it's hilarious that people are more willing to give for a barn than they are to Nadia's scam. Actually, I guess it's Ryan's scam. Either way, I wonder if Ryan thought of that all on his own, or if she kind of egged him onto doing it. But either way, she's blaming it on trolls. Like that's a lie. That's not what happened, and that makes that go fuck me. I'm sorry, GoFundMe. That makes it a fraud. And I'm assuming people have reported it. Like, can you imagine somebody that's not familiar with any of this bullshit? They run across this GoFundMe and they're like trolls. What the fuck? So I don't see her getting many donations outside of, you know what I mean? It's even saying that is just stupid. How do trolls ruin your credit score? Yeah. I mean, this isn't her first rodeo with like um this isn't her first go around with getting um run off of YouTube. And I've got text messages between her and somebody else that I've had for a long time. And that comes out of her own mouth. And I wonder if James realizes that she fucked him over too. Because they're supposed to be business partners, right? That was their channel they had together. And then she kind of went off on her own and is like, he's getting fucked out of half the revenue that should be his because she started doing all the like, most of the activity on her personal channel instead of the one they had together. And I bet he's too dumb to realize it. Either too dumb to realize it or too weak to stand up to her. Yeah, Crossroads. She's always double talking. Why aren't her loyal supporters donating to her? Probably because they deep down they know better. And I don't think most of them work. But and you know we know about Jersey, but Jersey's not the only one that was donating to her that realized he was being scammed and stopped giving her money. Yeah, nays, that was kind of the idea. Instead of making you guys look at a black screen. I actually made this candle out of I talked about it earlier, but I made this candle and I used a McDonald's coffee cup as a mold. McDonald's coffee cups are highly flammable, so do be careful. Yeah, beeswax is uh, beeswax is about the best thing to use for candles. Most of the wax they use on candles now is crap, but beeswax, it burns longer, it burns brighter, it burns hotter. And I used jute twine for wicks. I mean, there's pluses and minuses to everything. But most of the beeswax that I use when I make stuff for other people is stuff that I've collected from around here. So it didn't cost me anything. I just had to refine it and purify it and all that stuff, which is not difficult, just time consuming. What does Warbot need? A Walmart card to give a homeless person? I'm not sure what that means. Why would Warbot want to steal? Oh, is she accusing him of? Oh, yeah. Don't surprise me. Yeah, Sam, I am strong and naked. That's why I have an open flame, trying to stay warm. Yeah. You know what? I warned them back when the whole IP2 thing was going on, which I'm not a member of, by the way. And I don't know if they're actually doing exactly what I said they were going to do, but it ain't Warbot. That's the thing. People think that if their credit shot, um, that it doesn't matter, but it does, because the example I was given what these people do is there are all kinds of shady little ghetto phone places, and they sell you a phone on credit and charge way too much, way more than what it's worth. And the way it's not actually IP2. That was my mistake. I thought it was IP2, and it's a different, like a break off of them. I don't know. They actually got mad at me for fucking that up and told me to stop talking about it, but here I am. But like they go to these shit companies that sell you phones and stuff on credit, and they make it sound really cheap up front, blah blah blah, but it's just like a buy here pay here car place, like these places that say we can get you financed no matter what, we don't care what your credit is, we can get you financed, and they will. So it just because your credit is bad doesn't mean somebody can't take it and do something jiggy with it. What's going on, Damone? And I'm not saying that that's what's going on, because I don't really know, but that was the example I was given. I mean, these people they do things like that, and you don't like you if they have your social security number, and your birthday and all that, like they can even change your address. But these shithole buy here pay your phone places, they don't even check. So you just put down whatever address, and that's where the bill goes to. Only they don't pay the bill, but these places don't care at first. They just keep rebilling you every month and let it pile up, and then after it gets however long, then they take you to court. So this shit could be going on for years, and you don't know about it. because the court papers don't go to your house, they go to the other address. So then you end up getting, like, you can get warrants issued for you for not going to court. Um, and these not IP2 people decided they didn't like a few people, but they liked me, and they were gonna. I don't know. I did not ask them to do it. In fact, I told the person that I was communicating with that it was a little bit too far, but it's out of my control, and I don't know. I'm not saying that's what's being done because I don't really know. What's going on, Junie? I don't know. If I end this and go back live with StreamYard, does anybody want to come up and bullshit? We can talk about whatever. I just got to keep my mind occupied. Yeah, for just $239 a week for the rest of your life, you can have a 1999 Kia Rio, even in red. What's going on, Matt? Damn it, I keep looking at the fire and I forget that I'm live. Oh, check it out. There's a cross in the middle. If you look at the wick, it looks like a cross. I guess burning crosses are supposed to be a bad thing, but that actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, Matt, I made it. I made it out. I was working on another project and I had a little bit of extra wax. That's why the bottom is a little bit darker than the top. And I ended up having to have someplace to dump the wax, so I dumped it in a McDonald's coffee cup. So I just put a hole up through the bottom and ran the wick up through, which is jute twine, and just said fuck it, made a candle out of it. It's pure. It's all beeswax. So you'd probably pay like $15 for something like this at the mall, I would imagine. You would make some. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, chicks love guys that can make candles. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a nice free way to collect wax. You just melt down your old stumps and whatever. I use I mean I've been doing it since I was a kid, but I use jute twine for wicks, which I mean there's some downside to that because it makes a little bit more soot, and you do have to trim them down. Uh, but you can get a big fucking roll at the dollar store for $1, you know. Actually, I taught Tikoi how to make candles also when she was limited, and she made some pretty cool ones for some people in the community. But yeah, I I'm kind of getting low, but the majority of the beeswax I use is stuff that I collected from abandoned hives out here. But you can also get golf wax, like for canning. That's another cheap source of wax. I'm gonna also I'll do a video on how to make. I was at Lurking Sea Monkey's house a while back, and she was talking about how great her lip balm was, and it was $54 for a little 2 ounce thing. And I looked at it, read the ingredients, and the ingredients are just beeswax, olive oil, and petroleum jelly, which is a Vaseline. And I looked at it, I'm like, well, I can make this shit for you for like pennies on that. So I did, and it worked out really well. Now you can change the ratio of the wax if you want to make it a little stiffer. And, I'll do a video on it eventually. Hey, my credit was really good too until I quit giving a fuck. Hell yeah, that's a good way to get some free wax. But yeah, I make shoe or leather sealer. I make wood polish. I make glue. There's just tons of stuff, tons of things that you can make with beeswax. I use a lot of um, pine sap also. Show you how to make pipe. Yeah, they kind of frown on that on YouTube. I know a lot of ways to. I know a lot of ways to do that too. Holy cow, we got 18 likes and 19 people. That's awesome. Whoever didn't hit the like is fired. See, that's the thing. Like in the early 1900s, DuPont and these chemical companies, they they convinced people that the stuff that humans have been using for thousands of years all of a sudden didn't work or it wasn't good, and it's bullshit, man. I mean, the chemical industry is the real reason why pot got illegalized because they developed nylon but didn't really have a whole lot to do with it. And then they realized that they could replace hemp with nylon, but nobody wanted to because it was more expensive and not really as good. like, you know, ropes and stuff like that. Those old hemp ropes, I've got some that belong to my grandpa. So that's the real reason. It's always you, Melinda. Where you're I can't, man, I don't want to fire you though. All right, now we got 21 and only 16 watching. Okay, that's good. Nobody's fired anymore. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, chemical companies convinced people that the old ways that have worked for thousands of years weren't really any good. And it's bullshit. All right, yeah, I might go live. I don't know. Man, I hate to even say it if I don't know I'm going to do it. But if nobody else is live here in a little bit, I might go. I mean, by all means, if somebody wants to go, go. I don't care. But um, if somebody wants to actually have a panel, I'll do it. Oh, shit, what did I just do? I think I just made the candle go nuclear. There we go. All right, y'all. I might see you in a bit. Don't really know. I'm not a weirdo.